May April 30, May 1st, 2025. Today we are talking about Joseph Anderson, Unity and Friend, encouraging special people. Linda particularly, this Joseph story will help you understand what your Bible school lesson can mean for you today. Hannah Maria Steve eyed the bill of brightly colored cards in Pastor Croc's hand. She wondered what he was going to have them do in Sabbath school today. Whatever it was, she wanted to have a pink card. She decided, maybe one of the sunshine yellow one. Let's go over the table. Pastor Chuck said, we are going to be doing some writing, and I think it will be easier to do it at the table. When all the boys and girls were settled, Pastor Chuck also sat down. He laid the stack of cards in front of him. Does anyone know what our memory verse is this week? I have not taught it to you yet, but perhaps you look ahead. He asked. Hannah had looked ahead, but she waiting to see if anybody else was going to answer first. Finally, she put her hand up. Carry each other burdens, she said. Pastor Chuck smiled. Very good, Hannah, he said. Now does anyone have an idea what the verse means? It means to be helpful to people. Travers said, like if somebody fall down on the playground and get hurt, you help them up and take them to the office to get a band-aid. Mega said, good example. Pastor Sok say with a smile, my dad say the best way we can help people is to pray for them. Trevor put in, and then sometime God will give us idea of other ways to help them. That is right, Pastor Chuck agreed. Just like God give me an idea of how to help and encourage some people, some special people who really need it. He went on, do any of you know someone who is in jail? He asked. Nobody head went up. Pastor Chuck went on. There are a lot of people in jail, and many times they feel completely forgotten by people on the outside. He pushed. Do you know that the Bible tells us we should visit people who are in jail? He asked. Jesus tells us that if we visit people in prison, it is like we are visiting him. We can't go to the jail. We are just kids, Joseph protested. Pastor Chuck laughed. I know, he said. So we are going to do the next best thing. He picked up his pile of cards. We are going to write to some people in prison. We will encourage them with a postcard. But I don't even know anybody in prison, Trevor exclaimed. That is okay, Pastor Chuck said. I have a whole list of names right here. He unfolded a piece of white paper and spread it flat on the table. What do you say to somebody we don't even know? Hannah asked. Maybe she did not want a pink card after all. You could find an encouraging Bible verse and copy it on a card. Pastor Chuck suggested. We just want to remind these people that they have not been forgotten and that Jesus still loves them, even if they are in jail. It was quiet in the Sabbath school room. Joseph opened his Bible on the middle. He wondered what verse would encouraging someone in prison. His eye moved down through the verse of Psalm 39. When he got to the verse 4, he read, I prayed to the Lord, and he answered. He freed me from all all my fear. Joseph looked up. I found a good verb, he exclaimed. I think it would be really scary to be in prison. I mean, I would be scared. This verb said, I prayed to the Lord and he answered me. He freed me from all the fear I could send that verse to a prisoner. Could I? I think it's a perfect verse. Pastor Chuck agreed. Now write it on the back of one of the postcards. Say the card, your friend, the Seventh-day Adventist Church, and then you can pick a name from my list. Here and copy the address on the front. Be very careful when you write the name and address. You have to get all the number just right, or the card would be delivered. Hannah reached the stack of cards. She picked out a bright pink one after all. Then she looked at the list of prisoner names. There were mostly men names on the paper, but 2 women names were at the end of the list. Hannah smiled. She just knew that a bright pink card would cheer up a woman in prison. She was very careful as she copied the address on the front of the postcard. There were a bunch of numbers to get just right. Hannah opened her Bible. If she could not find a verse she liked, she could always use Joseph. It was a good one, but she would look for at least a little word. She began to read Psalm 20 verse 1 was perfect. May the Lord answer you when you are in distress. May the God of Jacob protect you. Hannah turned the postcard over and began to write carefully in her very best handwriting. Out there, adult friend of children, it may go without saying, but I'm going to remind you anyhow. Children name and all address should never be attached to correspondence sent to prisoner. If you have a prison ministry at your church, see if you can get permission to take our little friend or primary treasure into the prison. Prisoners have said that like to have the magazine to read to their children when they visit Puzzle. That they teach us. Okay, what you learn from here? Joseph Anderson, Danica, friend, the Atulu. What you learn from here? V. The story. What you learn? Tell me. The Pastor Chuck and his friend, they visit to the jail, and then they pray for those who are in jail. And then the pastor tell to the children, the Sabbath school classroom, Hannah and his friend, to write down those who are jail, to take care of themselves, to dedicate God. And then they put the verses, and then they send to the jail. Right? What they write? Jesus love you like that. You know jail? Who are in jail? Question. Mommy question. Who are in jail?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah.
Who are in jail?
I don't know.
Should I tell you?
Yeah.
Those who are bad people, they put in jail. They drunk and then they try DUI, and then some people they kill. Last time in our neighbor with the dog, thief came and then the police catch them with the dog. Did you know? Last year we went for getting high adventure park, and then when we come home, some school people we went to adventure, and then when we come home, the dog and 10 police came to our neighbor and they catch like that. Those are bad people went to the jail. But in the jail, the police give them time out, and then Hannah and his friend write a note for the jail people. Dear adult, take care. Jesus love you, like that. Yeah, the story.
Aha.
Ah, you want to write for the jail people? Some story? Okay. Hannah. Thank you.